Hi, I'm Aloysius, co-founder of Hydragun, and this is my Supertub story. I like being active, having fun, and I'm always on the lookout for new protocols to enhance my health and longevity. My first experience with plunging came during my first Muay Thai fight. I was training for a couple of years already, and I signed up for my first fight. I had a couple of weeks to prepare. My coach told me to ramp up my training intensity because he thinks I'm not ready enough. And I've heard of stories where people gas out in the middle of the fight and it turns into a slugfest. So I didn't want that to happen to myself. I doubled my training. It went from 3 times a week to 6 times a week. I added 5 to 10 kilometers of run every day, good diet, slept early, the works. And obviously this puts a strain on my body. Just a few days in, I felt super beaten up. It's like a car crash every morning. Didn't want to get out of bed. And that went on for a couple of weeks. It was like a nightmare. 1 week before the fight, during training camp, something happened. We were doing something called the shark tank, which was basically a bunch of guys get in the ring and then we do sparring, we do clinching, and everyone takes turn to ragdoll me around. And at the end of the session, I could feel when I turned my neck to the left and down, I could feel a sharp shooting pain down my left arm. It was scary, but I was kind of hoping that in 1 to 2 days time, it would just go away, basically the hard way. It didn't work. I asked around a few friends and they said it could be a slip disc. And I better not aggravate the situation. I should definitely pull out the fight. Obviously, I didn't want to stop because it was so near to the finishing line. So I just pushed through with whatever band-aid solutions I could find. Went with TCM, stuck a bunch of salon pads on my neck. It all worked to a certain degree. And as fate would have it, one of my close friends, he suggested plunging. It's a new fad that everyone's trying out. He says it can help with pain and lowering inflammation. At this point, I was up to trying anything. I went ahead to buy bags of ice from the nearest 7-Eleven. And that was my first plunge. I remember going inside, my whole body tensing up as I step in. Could feel pins and needles all over. It's as if someone applied too much tiger balm all over your body. I could also remember curling up like a ball. It's like my body going into fight or flight mode. I remember telling myself to breathe, take deep breaths, and 10, 20, 30 seconds passed. And then slowly something cool happened. Everything calmed down. I could feel myself getting into the zone where everything fades out. At the end of those 5 minutes, the aches and pains that I had before the dip, I could feel them melting away. It's as if I've become one with the cold. So when I finally got out, it felt amazing. It's as if someone pressed the reset button on me, and I can feel a sustained buzz over the next couple of days. And mentally, I was ready to go again. And on the day of the fight itself, feeling super nervous, but I went ahead to take one last plunge. I remember myself doing the pre-fight ritual, the dance. My opponent was a younger, more athletic dude, and then hearing the bell go off and everything falling into place. I eventually won the fight. The whole experience was very surreal. But here's the kicker, right? After the fight, my condition didn't get better. It was like 1 week or 2 weeks in of resting. It still didn't get better. I decided to consult a specialist, and the specialist referred me to get a MRI scan for my spine. And it turns out I had a serious spinal cord problem. After the diagnosis, I was advised to stop all activities except slow walking. That was a huge blow. 1 second I'm kicking and punching. The next second, I'm walking around. So I remember the morning after the MRI scans came out, I went to my mirror, I did a little shadow boxing, something all the boxers can relate to. And as I was doing that, I could feel a pain down my left neck. And also with that, a slow realization that this identity of phase in life of mine will soon come to pass. So at that point, there was nothing I can do but to go for physiotherapy and slowly rehab my neck and hopefully be able to get back to sports. But one thing that I wanted to make constant was the cold plunges, because I remember it giving me the mental fortitude to continue every day, and also it helped me with the pain and inflammation. That's where it sparked the idea for our team to prototype our own version of the cold plunge tub, which is what we know today as the Supertub. So yeah, that's that. It's been quite a journey. I personally believe that everyone should lead their most inspired lives. And that's the reason behind the mission of Hydragun, creating simple, premium recovery essentials for everyone who wants to feel good, get better, and lead their best lives. The Supertub fits well in our range of recovery products, and it is one that I'm most proud of. Our product team has invested considerable effort and deliberation in the making of the Supertub. Many athletes, experts and professionals have taken the plunge with us and never looked back since. I promise you will not regret this.